there's a much bigger threat to the men in blue. That's him! Kill the bastard with the video camera! Get him!
And then the other thing is, you know, I mean, some love is lust, right? There's the worldly love, which is the type of feeling love that sometimes we feel.
A lot of so, could you guys move on the outskirts of they have this all rented out right here, so if you're not here to be part of this.
Oh, we are here to be part of this.
Well, I would step outside because these vendors, you guys, I don't want you guys harassing these vendors. Okay?
We're not harassing anybody. We're having a good conversation.
We're having a peaceful conversation.
That was what I was told. So if you guys just move out to the outskirts.
That's their word against our word.
Okay. If you guys just do me a favor and move to the outskirts they have all this over here is all open for you guys. If you want to get on the outside of the actual festival.
So where have they rented? Where is?
So they have from the pavilion all the way down to where it curves around on the other side.
Is that like a permit or something?
Yes,
Do you have a copy of it?
I do not have a copy of it, but
Can you easily obtain one?
Correct.
Can you show that
can
to
you
us?
obtain one and show us what they've actually rented and what
who
the
has
stipulations
one?
are?
Why are you giving me a hard time?
Oh no.
What's your name, officer?
I'm just asking.
I'm not.
Sergeant.
I'm just asking you very nicely if you guys should step on the outside of the festival, and you can do what you want.
Sergeant, what's your name?
Lee.
What's your badge number?
304.
Okay, I'm Mike. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Hey, we're going to respectfully decline your request, and we're going to stay here for now. Okay, this is a public park. We're on the public access of the park. We understand they've rented some pavilions and things like that. We're not going to occupy their rented pavilions and things like that. And they have signs that says everyone is welcome, and this is a public event, by the way. It's not a private event. I already talked to the Parks and Rec people. This is not a private event. This is a public event.
Stand by 1 second.
What would happen if we don't leave? What will you do, Sergeant?
Oh, actually, it's just nice to just move on the outside of the
I understand you're asking. I'm just respectfully declining.
Right.
Okay? Cool?
We're not harassing.
We're all good then?
Yeah, I suppose so.
All right.
But if I get any more words, then I'm gonna have to get you guys moved.
What are you going to do if we don't?
I'll probably just remove you from the park.
How so? How are you going to remove me from the park? By force?
I'll get you a copy of the thing.
Some of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
But how are you going to, Sergeant?
You're
How?
taking somebody's word. Then I'm a liar. I'll be back.
Yeah. Hey man, I
nice to
appreciate
meet
your
you.
time.
Stand your ground.
Yeah, thank you. My name's Merrick. Lord bless you.
Good luck on your.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
I'm just the celebrity.
And most.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
So everybody here is paid to have a booth, so I would be happy to let you have a vendor space here, but it's
We're not
$30.
vending anything.
Well, but you're taking up space that would otherwise be a vendor space.
Who's wanting to set up here?
You are. You've set up. You are handing out information about what you all do, which is what everybody else here is doing. So
We're not vending anything. We're just exercising our freedom of speech in the public venue.
well, but see, we rented the entire park.
Yeah, you got signs that says everyone is welcome. Are we not welcome?
Yes, but these people paid for their spots to be here to share their.
Yeah, and we're not in their spots.
We're not
that
in
they
their
paid
spots.
No,
for.
actually, you are because these would. Be
Oh,
spots
is
that
someone
I
going to
would-
set up a table
Who
here?
wants to set up here?
I'll find somebody to set up here.
Okay.
That has paid for their spot to be here.
How about in every single open
That's okay.
area?
We'll take care of it.
If you could get some
All
law
right,
enforcement,
thank
we'd
you.
love to speak with them.
Well, we're not vending anything.
Yeah.
We're just here as citizens of the community with freedom of speech. Everybody's wearing T-shirts with messages on them. It's allowed.
Yeah, I see lots of signs and flags.
Well, he left because he gave a threat and we didn't back down. Howdy.
I did confirm that they have.
Sergeant Hughes, how you doing? Or Officer Hughes, huh? Yeah, I know.
So I got the paperwork here.
Uh-huh.
You guys are more than welcome to be out here, but that's the entrance of you guys to stand on the outside of the entrance. But
They have
inside,
signs. Everyone's welcome.
Okay, listen
Yep.
to what I'm saying. They don't want the protesters in here. So
We're not protesting, sir.
The thing is, this is an event. If they want you gone, then you gotta go.
I was told it was a public event and that they rented the pavilions and things, but this is still accessible to the public, this whole park, right?
No, it's not.
The public's walking through here freely all they want.
Right, but they're not in here protesting.
We're not
The guy
protesting.
who's leading this does not want you guys in here. So I'm gonna ask
What
you
am I
guys again,
protesting?
Whatever this is you got going on right
This
here.
is
They-
just
they
what
don't-
God's word says.
they-
It's about pride.
listen,
This is a
they don't
pride
want
event,
you here.
right?
So you guys are more welcome to go up to the entrance and do what you do, but they don't want you inside the bubble right here.
What does the paperwork say?
It's right here.
They don't want you here, so he's okay with it. So if
So it's right here, Parks and Venue, and I got
have to arrest you for criminal
Parks and Venue.
trespass, you get cited.
Yeah, but what does it say?
Does it specify the location that they have rented?
Yes, they have this rented right here.
But where does it
Can,
specify?
can I see that?
Well, what are you going to do if
I mean,
if we
you
stay
showed me
here?
the document for like 3 seconds. If I want to be informed so that I can make a wise decision, let me see where is specified that they've rented. Like, are you saying I
understand
can't
they
stand
don't.
right over there?
No, I told you guys more than perfectly. You can go stand right over
So
there.
they haven't rented
No,
there.
you guys go right over there to that cart path and do whatever you guys want to do. They don't want you to get inside.
Can you show me where
You
they
talking all the way
have
over there by the
permit
cars?
for?
Correct. Or you
No,
go
I
back
don't wanna
over,
go over
okay, well then the entrance is right there. That's what they do
I'm
not
happy
have.
right here where I'm at.
Do they have?
I'm perfectly within my rights to stand here. This is a public space.
Right there, see where those balloons are right there? That's where it all starts.
You got Black Lives Matter. You got all sorts of messages floating around this
They're
place.
contracted to be inside here with you.
That young man's not contracted to be inside of here.
What are you talking
With
about?
Black Lives Matter right here behind you.
Okay, yes, they are.
No, he's not.
That's got nothing to do with anything.
It does. There's all sorts of messages. Everyone's welcome. It says right there.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going to happen if we don't leave?
I'm not sure this is a. Then we're gonna have to start arresting people. We don't
For
wanna
what?
do that. For criminal trespass.
We're not trespassing. This is a public park and it's a public event.
That is criminal trespass.
This is a public event on a public park and we're not interrupting the event. We're not disrupting the flow of traffic. We're in a public park.
I talked to Scott.
We want confirmation that they've actually rented the entire park because we were.
They don't have the
and
entire
Mike,
park. I've already told you that. They
okay.
have half the park.
we were told
Where does it say?
was
You
the
didn't show me
pavilion.
where it says
Like,
that.
where did you get that information right
And does
there?
it say it's a private or public event? They have to
Is
specify
that in
that in their
writing? Is that in
contractual
writing?
agreement with the Parks Department.
Well, here's the thing.
When they fill out the contractual obligation to rent out pavilions and things like that, they have to specify if the event is public or private.
The guy with the
Yeah, that same individual told me to basically F myself.
Is this registered as
I
a
would-
public or private event? According to the contractual, exactly. He won't even let us read it. I tried to get copies of it earlier this week. No one will give them. I talked to the Parks Department. They said the park was not closed to the public today. They have signs that says everyone is welcome. We're welcome here. Now, if they want to take down their everyone is welcome signs and say not everyone's welcome here and they want to be bigots and they want to be discriminatory, they can do that. And they can register this as a private event, fence it off, and charge admission or
Yeah, they just
or,
did that in
you know,
Indianapolis with the Indy Pride.
Yeah.
All a military park, it was a private event that was ticketed.
That's what they have to do
Yeah.
in order to do what you're saying is happening, criminal trespass. They have to permit this as a private event. They have to cordon off the area, and they either have to charge admission or have a gated entrance. Then they can choose who comes in and doesn't to their private event. Just like if we had a wedding event and we wanted a pavilion and we didn't want other people in our wedding event, we could register it as a private event.
Well, the county officer is bringing whoever's in charge over here just so we can confirm and
Yeah.
look it over with you.
Okay. I'm just saying we're happy where we're at, and I don't really have any intentions to leave.
Now we're not going around to other businesses prohibiting what they're doing,
Not at all.
and we're exercising our free speech. We're not making anybody take anything. We're not calling them F words and stuff like that. We're not harassing, but we've gotten some of that. We've gotten people give us the middle
Give me
finger,
these, miss.
tell us to F
Love
off,
hasn't won yet.
But that's still called not harassment. I don't get that.
Hi.
Thing is,
What do you think?
whoever's in charge of it is not like.
Very loving and tolerant of you,
See what I
sir.
mean?
Jesus saves, man.
I thought you guys were the loving, tolerant crowd.
I'm not, bitch.
Jesus
Apparently.
gives true love.
Yeah, Jesus saves, sir.
The cross,
he does.
the
Jesus
cross
does
of
save.
Jesus Christ, my friend.
There you go. This is all what they have right here. Pride Festival.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Did they register it as a public or private event with the Parks Department in their
I'm not
contractual
sure what they
agreement?
did that
Yeah, exactly. I think you should find that out. It's a public event. They didn't register it as a private event.
And this is a map of where the booths are, so that people can know which
Correct.
booth it is.
Correct.
So there's not a booth there.
This is all what they paid for right here.
This is not a description of their legal permission to
Yes,
be
it
here.
is.
No,
This-
it's not.
This
That
is for
that is their
event,
own. That is their
eventees.
own event flyer. You can't use that
Like-
as a legal document
I think
to
I
tell
saw
me
that
I'm
they put
criminally
that flyer on
trespassing.
Facebook.
Where's the guy in charge?
He's right there.
Like that's something I saw they put on Facebook. So
Everyone's welcome. It says right there.
Yeah, like you said, it's a public event.
They invited the whole public to be here. We're just taking their invitation. They asked everybody to be here. It's a public event.
Are you getting one of these, miss? Are you getting one of these, miss? Are you getting one of these, miss? And these, miss?
Thank you. No, they can't.
That's what he said.
No, it's a public event. He just said so. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
We've had
We've had
many
good
non.
conversations.
No
Many,
guns on you, nothing like that.
no.
Makes sense.
Hey, thanks, man.
No, we're not domestic terrorists.
Christian
One
Taliban.
in the pink is. I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
I mean, really, she's walking up and down, intimidating us through
Well,
the stairs.
She's been following us for last 2 years. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I totally understand their side. So I just want to let you know we have no intentions to block a vendor booth.
I'm only here to make sure there's not a ruckus and everybody's safe. That's it.
Everything's been fine.
We're not planning on any ruckus.
Right.
And we don't take up arms against people either.
Yeah. Once they figure out what they're going to do, and that's on them. It's the part, you know, it's got
They're
nothing
saying
to
Yeah,
do with
we
me.
affirm, and actually, I don't know, but if you know, but in the Bible it says that.
So I heard him say it's a public event.
Are actually deacons
Yep.
of God.
So it's open to the public.
So you have a very high responsibility and privilege.
No, they can control who's in their pavilions, who's in their vendor booths, all that stuff. They can't control who's in this part of the park. No, they can't. The public can walk through here all day long. If they wanted to control who's in this part of the park, they would gate it off and they would let people in and out. Have some sort of security. They wouldn't be using the state. They wouldn't be using South Bend. They wouldn't be using the university police to enforce their will.
Who's in here and who's not, so they can tell you to
No, they don't control who's in here and who's not. You're wrong. It's a public event. They invited the public. It's a public event. It's not a private event.
Okay, here's
30's on his way out here. He can make
I even heard him say it's a publicly registered event. They registered as a public event,
Correct, he did say that.
open to the public, right?
But they do have the right to kick out anybody they don't want inside of what they rented out.
If we commit a crime, I agree with you. We can be trespassed from public property if we commit crimes. I agree with you. We're not committing any crime right now. So you would have to articulate some sort of crime we're committing right now in order to criminally trespass us.
Trespassing.
For what? No. You'd have to articulate. This is public property. Just asking me to leave,
Rent it out to somebody.
but it's public. It's a public.
on the way. He's going to have to find us.
We have a right to be here, just like everybody
We'll
else.
speak with the sergeant when he
Well, he is a sergeant.
I don't work for the city of South. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, you're saying Joseph County. Okay. Got it. Yeah, so if it's a public event, it's not cordoned off, they're not charging admission, it's open to the public, traditional public forum applies, okay? Now, we're not allowed to do anything criminal within their event, and we're also not allowed to disrupt their permitted event, which we're not doing. We're just standing here with a message on signs, that's it.
You guys get one of these? Love hasn't won yet. It talks about like class oppression and who in our society is most oppressed. Am I with the abortion people, like the Planned Parenthood people?
No, like the anti-abortion people.
Oh, like the Christians?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Christian, yeah. You get one of these? Y'all get one of these?
I'm an atheist.
Oh, that's fine. Christ came into the world to save all kinds of people. I was once an atheist too. This is number 30.
Oh, hi.
Hi there. Who am I speaking with?
Mike?
Mike?
I'm Merrick.
Merrick? Jesse. Okay. So the main issue is obviously it's an open air event.
Yep.
We understand that. But if you're going to be stationary,
You want
it's
these,
going to
sir?
create a problem.
What problem?
Because they've rented out all these spaces to the vendors.
We said they could set some up here if they want to. We're not blocking anything.
What I'm saying is, if you're stationary, it becomes a vendor type situation.
I'm not vending anything, sir.
Well, you're handing out pamphlets.
I'm not vending anything. I'm not soliciting
I understand
anything.
you're
I'm
not
not selling
receiving money for
anything.
anything and
It's
everything.
freedom of
There's
speech,
no
sir.
exchange of
I'm
money.
not here for this.
I understand. Yeah.
But you're coming at me with a little bit of venom there, and
No, I just want to make sure I establish our right to hand out literature if we want to.
Right.
And it's not a crime to be stationary in a public park.
That's been rented out.
But it's a public venue and a public event.
Right, I understand that. But the people that are here that are stationary
Yeah.
in their areas have rented out those spots. With you being stationary.
How often do I have to move?
You look fabulous.
My suggestion is you continue to walk like everybody
Do I have?
else.
What if I stop moving for 5 minutes?
If you stop moving it for 5 minutes, are you going to be talking with the vendors and trying to?
What about
purchase
10
something
minutes?
or anything like that?
No, just stop.
You know, I
Talk to
understand
whoever
you're
I
trying
want to.
You're trying to get a number.
Well,
but I'm not
we're
gonna
trying to
get-
That's
understand
because
why
there's no
talking
law.
with a vendor is a criteria.
It's not. Well, you don't have to. You can just.
But you brought that up.
I did
You
bring it
mentioned
up.
the kinds of things I was doing. Like, how is that a valid criteria in any legal discussion of where we can be? Like, if you want to have a personal discussion
not
about that,
trying to create
we understand.
Me either.
What's the
I
legal
understand
ultimatum?
What you're here for.
Perfect.
Okay. I understand what they're here for.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. And it's different ideologies in the way things are.
absolutely.
Right.
Conflicting ideas about pride. Yeah.
Right. Okay. They have pride in what they are. There are people here that are straight that love
Yeah.
people, and it doesn't matter.
Right.
Right.
Sometimes people don't care what you believe. Yeah.
I'm just saying what I said. I'm not arguing the point.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay.
I understand. This is a hard.
Okay. And can't say that because that's not going to sound good.
It's all right, Sergeant Masterson. Let me help you out. I'll be very empathetic with you. Okay. I totally understand your situation. I totally understand you have a job to do, and this is a difficult situation. Okay. We're not here to interrupt their event. Okay. We're not here to disrupt their vendors. We're not here to disrupt the flow of traffic in any way, shape, or form. We're just here with a message of reconciliation in Jesus Christ. We're Christians, we love people, and we want them to hear the message of truth. Okay? And there's no crime in being stationary, so we're going to continue to be stationary. Now, the guy in charge of the event over here, I forget what his name is. I know you talked to him. I didn't catch his name. I don't think he gave it. If he wants to set up one of his vendor booths here, he's free to do so. It's his prerogative to do so. We'd move. Okay, so we're being very, I think, as what's the word I'm looking for? As
Even
conducive
keel,
as we
yeah.
can to the conflict that exists between two opposing worldviews, as you recognized. But being stationary is not a crime, so I don't think you can ask me to not be stationary, but I'm not going to acknowledge the request that I'm not going to submit to. Just respectfully, I'm going to decline the request to not be stationary. Okay? But I totally understand your situation. It's a hard place to be put in. But your job is to enforce the law. It's a public
You give one of
event,
these?
and we're not
Jesus
breaking
saves.
the law.
You give one of these, sir?
I'll be back with you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Lord bless you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You give one of these?